How's it going, everybody? We are Cranky Films, and today we are back with a video, as you expected, because we clicked on it. But today we're going to be checking out Alien Biospheres Part 1 by Bib Laridion. Okay? This is recommended to us. And we're going to check it out. We don't know what it's about.
Yes, sir.
Actually, we kind of do. I think they're trying to make a livable planet similar to Earth, but for like aliens or something.
Yeah.
So we're excited because they said it was kind of similar to Saranax in a way.
The birds.
If you remember, please check it out or check out the original person. Amazing, by the way. Okay, we're gonna check it out. Hopefully, we like it. We're gonna probably do it anyway. Let's go. Ready, gentlemen?
Yes,
When
sir.
building a fictional world, one of the very first things to consider is what kind of animals, plants, and people are going to inhabit it. Are the life forms the same as or similar to those found on Earth, or are they entirely different?
They're different.
What's the climate like?
Yes.
What kind of biomes and ecosystems are present? Depending on the type and style of the world you're building, the answers to these questions can vary dramatically. But for this series, we're starting totally from scratch.
Ooh.
We are going to evolve a scientifically feasible alien biosphere using the principles of evolution. Of course, this will all be entirely speculative, since, so far, we only know of one instance of life occurring in the universe, but any alien life would be subjected to the same laws of nature as life on Earth.
They would have to breathe
So
oxygen.
by studying
surely.
our own biosphere, we can make some predictions of
any
what
other
aliens
type
might
of
be
thing.
like.
The
But
ozone layer.
before we can make an alien planet, we have to make, well,
The planet.
alien planet.
Right?
As in all the non-living stuff.
Yeah.
We've got to lay out some groundwork about what this planet is like,
I want rocks.
since this will have a heavy
I want
impact on how
rocks.
its resident life forms will evolve. Now, planet building can be a huge rabbit hole in and of itself, and it's kind of out of my wheelhouse, which is why I've brought Artifexian along to help.
Hello.
Ooh.
So, where do we
Well?
begin?
Best place is to start with a rough brief. What are you looking for?
Well, since I'm going to be evolving the biosphere from the very beginning of this planet's natural history, we might want to start out with something similar to the conditions of ancient Earth, but maybe tweak a
Ancient
few things
Earth?
to subtly influence the way life develops. Keeping in mind, of course,
was it
that the
different?
further we stray from Earth-like conditions,
Before
the
all
more
the allergy-
complications are introduced, and the more speculative things we'll get when designing the biosphere. So we should probably err on the side of too Earth-like. Sound good?
Perfect, that's very doable. I already have a bunch
Okay.
of unique ideas, but first, let's start with your star.
Need to be
Or
similar to Earth.
stars.
Ooh.
I
want
think
triple
one
suns.
star will suit our
Okay.
purposes just
Triple
fine.
suns.
Let's not get
suns.
crazy.
There's no winter, bro.
At least not yet.
There's no.
Alright, one star it is.
There's no
Let's set the star's
nighttime.
luminosity to 75% that of
That's
the
the
sun.
most effective.
Doing so mimics the output of our sun during the Archean eon, 2.5 to 4 billion years ago. With the luminosity set, we can derive a number of stellar features, most notably your star's habitable zone, the region around your star where liquid water can exist on the surface of the planet. No water, no life, so knowing this zone is really important. If we have
They're
a
gonna need
planet
water,
orbiting a
huh?
distance of 0.85 AU, its average temperature would be about 20 degrees Celsius, which is hotter than Earth, but it's nothing crazy. This will also mean that its year will be roughly 298 Earth days long. Happy so far?
Yeah,
Oh.
that works for me.
With all that in the bag, we can move on to the planet itself. To construct your planet, we need to figure out its mass, radius, surface gravity,
We have
and
more
density,
days than
all
that.
of which are related like so.
They
Ooh,
said
can we
closer.
make it a low-gravity planet?
I don't
quite
like
the idea of
physics.
working with megaflora and megafauna.
Definitely, we can keep your
Megafauna,
planet the
heard
same
that word
size as
before.
Earth, again nice and familiar,
Physics
but drop the
hurts my
gravity to
head.
80% Earth gravity.
Can
Numbers
we go
hurt my head.
lower?
Yeah, not really. Any lower in density
Physics
would
is
be
hard.
such that your planet won't have an iron core. No iron core, no magnetic field, no life.
Ah, alright then.
Okay.
80%
Well,
Earth gravity it is.
In terms of day length and axial tilt, we know that an Earth day was much shorter in the past and that Earth's axial tilt varies over time. So, let's make your day about 20 hours long and give your planet 22 degrees of axial tilt. This lower axial tilt means that overall your planet will be subject to slightly reduced seasonal variation. You okay with that?
Yep, as long as there's at least some seasonal variation, I'm happy. Now,
20 hours long a day?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know
Usually
how...
a day is how
okay.
long?
4 hours?
So 4 hours less.
Okay, yeah.
Math.
So not enough time to spend with the boys.
No.
What if we don't have to sleep though? It would be
No, we should.
as aliens. We don't need to sleep.
Well, I don't know, but what?
What if since they're closer to the sun, and their daylight is reduced, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if they just evolved and have photosynthesis?
Okay, they could have photosynthesis, but the question I was gonna ask was because we have 24 hours on Earth normally, and it's recommended to sleep 8 hours. If it gets shortened to 20 hours, do you think our bodies will still need 8 hours, or is it because
Well,
we're working less time at our day jobs?
6.
our bodies naturally get tired at nighttime.
That's the thing.
So the thing is, their sleep cycle is going to be shorter.
Mm-hmm.
It's just because, I mean, look, especially in the beginning. In the very beginning, oh, my toe!
I'm sorry.
He ran over my toe!
I'm sorry.
Anyways, the human, especially an ancient human that doesn't have no light source, no fire, and like that, even animals in general, they're going to go to bed once it's nighttime.
Animals go to bed whenever they feel like it now.
Okay, well, they're probably like the hunters who go out at night.
Cats sleep like 19 hours a day.
Well, they about not sleep 19 hours a day.
They're about to sleep.
20.
But what kind of
They're about to sleep 14 hours.
14.
what kind of animals are gonna happen though?
Yeah, the sleep cycle, everything on this planet is going to be much shorter than what it is for
Of
us.
course.
Is this how furries are made?
What about the atmosphere?
I suggest emulating Earth's atmosphere as closely as possible. Messing
It
with the
works.
atmosphere can be, well, messy.
It works.
Some might say interesting.
Oh boy, I don't like where this is going. I mean, 1.5 billion years ago, oxygen was super low and CO2 was super high.
Okay.
So riffing off that, I can do something like this, but that's really not very...
Carbon
Come on,
dioxide.
Surely we can do something more interesting than that.
Wait,
How
we
about we
already
say
have one,
1% of the atmospheric composition is taken up by hydrogen sulfide?
You want to add hydrogen sulfide?
I mean,
Sure. I mean, it exists in small quantities on Earth, including as a metabolic byproduct, and some organisms live off the stuff. So how about we just throw in a tiny bit extra, just to mix things up a little?
Like, okay, if you
Okay.
insist, but just be aware that the oxygen is below what is recommended for carbon-based humanoid life forms. The
That's fine.
CO2 is far, far, far above what is recommended, or safe. And the hydrogen sulfide, well, it's not recommended at all.
Don't
Right.
worry, I've totally got this. I think.
I mean, I hope so. Anyways.
they're
what's
keeping
left?
it?
A moon?
Yes, let's just stick with one moon for simplicity, and can we make it so that it creates fairly large tides?
Oh, that's
Sure.
terrifying.
One way of doing this is to place your moon...
The
close to-
fairly large
let's say
tides.
orbit-
That means even bigger tsunamis.
Yeah.
Surf's
Oh,
up.
golly.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Surf's
about
up.
50 Earth radii
I mean,
out,
pause it.
which will give an orbit.
Ancient Earth was like that.
Okay.
Like there were really high tides. The moon was, I think, actually closer than it is now.
I've heard that.
So they're probably putting it very similar to how it was before.
The ocean is scary already.
Orbital period of about 23 Earth days. Also, let's make your moon 50% more massive than our moon. The increased
dude.
mass
Oh,
and closeness
okay,
will give
they're
you tides about
doing it a
2.7
little-
times greater than those we experience on Earth.
Oh,
now,
bro.
obviously, this will
To
vary
see it
depending on
bigger?
local geography. Nevertheless,
It would be
it
that much
is a
bigger.
good ballpark.
Looks great.
Well, not that much.
And
That's 50%. I mean, if it was 100%, just double the size, sure.
Coming at that wave coming at you.
Dude, have you ever seen those pictures of like what it would look like if Earth was right next to like Saturn?
Yeah.
It's terrifying. Dude, it really is, dude. We'll put a picture up, dude. It's terrifying,
I
man.
know, right?
speaking of local geography, I think the
It'd be
last
cool,
thing
though.
I'll need is some land masses. Since I'm going to explore a big chunk of the planet's natural history, I'll need to know how the continents are going to drift over a period of a couple 100 million years or so. As we'll see, the shape of the land has
I
a
love the
pretty
little
huge
dudes.
effect on how life develops.
Simple.
Sure. What do you
One
think?
has a shirt on.
Well, I thought it would be cool to start off with a Pangea-like supercontinent,
Uh-huh.
and then have it break apart into two continents,
Yup.
only for them to rejoin later.
Sure.
Oh,
Maybe an
wow.
island continent could break off at some point as well.
That's a
Done.
cool
Are you
idea.
happy with this timescale?
No. massive earthquakes will be. The tectonic shifts should be
Imagine
floating.
this much,
Yes,
this
that
much
would-
of the sea.
Dude, there's gonna be a massive ocean.
That's be nothing but ice.
Oh
Wait, no, because it's close.
God.
It's closer to the sun. That means it's a hotter planet.
No idea.
Technically, isn't that how it is now with one of the poles?
It is the top is a massive chunk of ice.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it kind of resembles it a
No, but
bit.
imagine if this was all ice.
Half of it.
Looks perfect.
Oh, you.
Cool, so there you go. A star, a planet, a moon, a totally non-controversial atmosphere,
Yeah.
and some land masses.
Excellent. Thanks very much for all your help, Artifexian. It's
Perfect.
been a pleasure having
Thank
you.
you.
Not
Thank
a
you.
problem. The pleasure was all mine.
And if anyone is looking for more on how to construct their own alien
Ooh.
planet, and if you've somehow never heard of Artifexian before, go and check out his channel for all the info you could ever possibly need. As for my planet, I think we've got just about all the bases covered. So next up,
Any animals?
let there be life.
Ooh.
DNA reproduction.
Oh, next episode. Okay.
Down.
What do you think?
I'm about to make my own planet.
Nah, thanks to Artifexian.
He's
Yeah.
gonna kill everything.
This is really cool.
It's
Yeah.
Cutter
I think it's cool. It's very interesting. And I'm really excited to see what kind of animals and life forms the aliens are gonna put on the planet. Hopefully, it's sustainable with with all of that. What was it? Nitrogen sulfate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! With all that, I want to see like how if they adapt, or some are gonna die out.
Yeah.
Some it's gonna be too much for.
The thing is with that, they're already gonna be coming into this world with resistances to stuff like that.
Yeah, but I want to see it evolve because there's some that aren't gonna be able to.
yeah.
True.
Well, then if that's the case, they wouldn't have gone to the point where they're big enough to even get on land because they'd be dead before they even evolved from a microorganism into a regular animal.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't be able to survive on a microscopic level at that point. They really get messed up by the other ones that are feeding off of it instead of...
Yeah, but there's also microorganisms that can withstand things and some that cannot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We'll never see that.
We'll
point,
never get to see them.
because at that point they're just gonna get
It'd be-
clapped up by the other small guy.
It'd be cool if they show us examples
Like,
Yeah.
going into detail. Hopefully there's an like evolution cycle like Serena. Just keep having to say that because that was a fantastic series.
Oh, I thought it was really good actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big change of pace too.
Mhm.
That's a really good big change.
Yeah.
Honestly, what's going to be the most interesting is seeing the diversity of animals across the whole supercontinent.
Yeah.
It's connected. Everything's connected.
Everything is.
There's
Yeah.
only that
There's
brief.
gonna be so many more prey predators. They're gonna be able to go everywhere. Everything's gonna be everywhere.
I just wonder what kind of species does he want to. Like how Serena did birds.
But yeah.
This
I
is
don't know
gonna be
exactly
all.
what they're gonna
This
do.
is probably gonna be all types of shit. Because Sarah was
Yeah.
what if birds evolved the whole world. This is.
How is he gonna start that?
Like
What's he gonna put there?
I'm probably gonna start off with.
They're gonna evolve.
They're probably gonna start off with like a fish, right?
Didn't we start off as a fish?
Well, it came from the algae in the oceans making oxygen, and that oxygen helped provide the microorganisms with a different fuel source, and then after billions whatever shits, they finally slowly evolved to get onto land, and then those ones took fucking forever, and then eventually eggs, reptiles, and all that stuff.
Wood
happened.
carver.
Yeah.
Wood carvers, only the German people remember that.
They can check it out.
Look,
Look,
good video though.
that was a fantastic video.
Yeah.
Thank you for the person that recommended it. Shouts out, dude, to Biblaridion. I mean, he's cooked something, okay? And we're gonna watch them all.
Yep.
Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know if there's any other types of videos you would like us to check out. It could be anybody. It could be SCP. It could be Warhammer. It could be more things like this. We're interested in gaming stuff. Let us know if there's any things, lore, you'd like for us to react to, and we'll try our best to check it out. Okay, boys? We have been Cranky Films, and please remember, stay cranky.